Okay guys, this is Combat Saturday and this is a continuation of last week's video where we talked about the Xingyiquan, okay? So last week we went over the first 3 of 5 elements, alright? Those were the splitting, the drilling, and the crushing, okay? And those are all done in a linear manner. Now if you want to see the details, watch last week's video because we'll cover all of that stuff, okay? So those first 3 elements are done in generally a more of a linear fashion, okay? Now the last 2 elements here are the exploding and then the crossing, and these are done in a zigzag pattern, okay? So for a brief recap on the footwork anyway, the straight line stepping is this, okay? First you get into your San-T stance, so we bring the energy up. Now my feet are angled outwards in a V. One is pointing straight ahead and one's pointing 45 degrees that way, okay? My body is pointing 45 degrees also, okay? I go up, bend my leg, drill both my hands up, and then step into my San-T stance. San-T stance, okay? And then from here, the footwork is I go 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay, so doing the peach one, the splitting palm, the first one after here, I go 1, 1, and 2. Bring the hands in, 1, and 2, okay? And then we also did this one chuan with the drilling fist and then the crushing, okay? Now this next one here is called Pao Chuan, and this is exploding. And you have to compress before you can explode. That's the idea, okay? It's compressing, exploding, okay? Now the way we do it is a little different than how it's often traditionally taught, okay? There's a parry, a simultaneous parry and a punch, okay? In some of the traditional systems, I've seen people do it when a parry is right by the head here. So it's like this, okay? However, we do it a different way, more of a Bagua or Wing Chun way, where we like to actually go outwards more, all right? So the motion is stepping, you're compressing, and then stepping with a combination parry and a strike, okay? That's the motion, okay? So what you want to do then, the motion is here's how it looks basically. I compress and then step in. Compress and step in, okay? So from the San-T stance, I open up, the same as before, okay? Here. Alright, and it's going to be a zigzag pattern, okay? So from here, I will bring the hands in as I compress, and then I step here. I bring my hands in here, and then I step here. So you see, I'm going from here, I go 1, zigzag, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? So, in my stance here, okay? Bring my hands in, I compress, my body's turned that way. I will then go here, and my body's turned that way. Ooh, really compress, really like when you step in, I bring my feet together, I bring my hands in, and then boom, 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 boom. And that's the idea. That's how you get that explosive energy, okay? Don't worry about trying to get the explosive jing, explosive power just yet. Just try and get the motions, and that will come in time, all right? Just here, here, boom, and boom, 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 and boom. Okay, now when you get to the end, all right, just like before, remember how we got to the end and we kind of turn our foot in, toe it in, and then we go the opposite way? The same thing here, okay, with these two. That's always the way it works, okay? So let's say I've done that, blah, 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 blah. Let's say I finish here, okay? Well, what I'll do then is I will turn the foot in, just like before, and I will turn in as I bring my fist towards the waist. So I've just exploded. Now I compress, and then I go the other way. Okay, and so on, okay? And that's how you change the direction, right? Now, for the Hang Chuan, the crossing fist, there are 2 ways of doing this, okay? I'll show you the traditional way, and then I'll show you another way, a kind of a newer, modified way, okay? Now, traditional way, okay, once again, I open into my San-T stance. You always start with this, okay? Here, here, okay? Then what I'll do is I will take a half step forward with this leg, while this hand comes forward as I'm crossing like that. See, the footwork is the same. Okay, half step and then step through, half step and step through. You see how the hand underneath, it's face down first, and then it turns upwards. So we're getting a bit of that drilling personality as well as crossing. You know, you can combine personalities too. Okay, it's not always only one thing. All right, you know. So in the Santi stance here, okay, here, half step 1, half step 2, half step 3, half step 4. Okay, now to change direction. Okay, I just finished here. I'll toe in again, just like before. Okay, toe in, and then I'll come that way. So you see, it's a rear hand here, right? I toe in as I do a kind of a sweep here, right? And here, right? I'll toe in, and then I'll sweep there. Okay. So from the side, right? I'm rear hand, step in, and then now I'm right leg forward. And I'll just keep on going, okay? All right, and that's basically, those are the 5 elements, okay? Now, when you do the traditional form, how it's usually done is I'll start into the Santi stance, I'll go do all my reps down one line, do all the reps down the other line, okay? And then I'll do it once more, change direction one more time, and then close up, okay? That's how it's generally done, okay? So if I was to do the Peach one, for example, okay, I open up here. 1. I'm only going to do it 3 times, you can see me. 2 and 3, right? Then here, 1, 2, 3. One more time, and then I close up. Okay, and you do it with all the elements. If you want to do the traditional way, you don't have to. Okay. But I'm just saying, if you want to practice the forms in the traditional way, that's the way it's done, okay? To your left, to your right, once more to your left, and then close up, okay? So how you can, one second here. Okay, so you have all these different elements and things, all right? So how do you combine them? Okay, first of all, get used to doing each of the elements individually first, okay? Do the forms, okay? Up and down in the lines, zigzag, right? You know the way to do it, okay? And then you can just combine them and just think about each of the elements, each of the personalities, and put them together. So let's take 3 at random, okay? Let's take chopping personality, drilling personality, and then crossing, okay? There we go. All right, so I'm gonna start here, right? Into my Santi stance. Now, you could start that way if you want to, or you could just start from like a ready position. It doesn't have to be that way, okay? So let's just say I'm in a ready position here. So here, right? I might just come forward, right? And we say, what do we say? We said drilling, and then crossing, right? Yeah, that's what we said. So, okay. So I will start here, okay? Here, ready stance, right? I drill up, boom. Okay, then from there, right, maybe I'll do a corkscrew punch here, right, and then a crossing punch here. Okay, that's one way I could do it, and I go up and down the line. I could also just start with the splitting palm without this drilling hand first. So let's say I'm here, right, 1, 2, 3, and then from there I step through on the other side. I go 1, 2, 3. I can either punch this way or this way. All right. So again, let's do it again. Okay. Here. Okay. Here. The hands. Now your hands can be any way you want them. Fist, hands, paws, whatever. Okay. Here. 1, 2, 3. Now this side. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, and the other, I forgot to mention, the other variation of the crossing fist is done with a lead hand. So after you get into your Santi, okay, here, so open up here, right. Then what I can do is my hand will come underneath and I will do that. So I'm still crossing, you see? Right? And when I get to the end, to change direction, and that's how I do it, okay? So that's very good, actually, to break someone's guard. Because what happens is that you can come over someone's guard and then come in with another hit after that, right? Come over the guard and come in with my rear hand, right? Right? Go here, right? That's how you could do it, right? Over. You see how it can work, right? Yeah. So that's a way that you can make it kind of more alive, okay? So getting back to the different personalities combining. Okay, so we did a chopping, we did a chopping, a drilling, and a crossing. All right, let's do crushing, exploding, and chopping. Okay, so crushing, so here, boom, boom, and then chopping. Okay, so I do a rear hand, a crush. Okay, a one, compress, explode, chop, okay? So crush, explode, chop. One more time, okay? Maybe I grab a hold of the guy's arm, or grab a hold of the guy's shirt, or jacket, or whatever. Boom, explode, cross, okay? Boom, explode, cross. So maybe I parry this hand here, and right away he's open. See? Right? Yeah. And that's when we're stepping, taking full steps and making a big movement out of it, okay? Let's go like 1, 2, 3. Okay, however, I could also just stay, I could also do it like a large expression, a medium expression, or a small expression, a close one. Alright? So that's same thing. Right? You go in close, right? Right to the solar plexus. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. See? 1, 2, 3. See, and always hands coming back to guard. Okay, structure balanced. Okay, always make sure you're centered. Right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one. Okay, and you can go on. You can do different numbers. You can do two of them at a time. You can do 4 of them at a time. I would not recommend doing more than 3 or 4 different punches, strikes in any one combination. It's just because the chance of your opponent still being there after a few hits is not very high. Okay, so you want to try and do something, then move. All right. So you can see, and then you can work this into your shadow boxing. Here. Yeah. So you can work into your shadow boxing. So let's say you're stepping around here, right? And let's say I want to do a drill. Let's say I'm doing I'm let's say I'm just doing nothing but drilling. Okay, I'm moving around here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's say I'm doing nothing but crushing. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2. Remember, these are personalities. Okay, so a palm strike can be crushing as well. An elbow is also crushing. Personalities. See, so moving around here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Now moving over here. Now let's do crossing, drilling, and chopping. That's good. Crossing, drilling, chopping. Okay. So move around here, or then chop, right? Yeah. Cross, drill, chop. See that kind of thing, right? And see how you can use a palm as well as a chop, right? So crossing with it. You can mess around with this stuff, right? But that's how you make the combination. And of course, it's not only limited to the hands as well. Okay, if I do a front scoop kick to the groin, right? That's like a chop as well, an upward chop, right? I can now go chop, right? So maybe I'll do a chop to his groin, and now do crushing, okay? Okay, so chop, boom, 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 okay? Let's work with only chops, all right? I'll go chop, 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 right? Chop, okay? Right? You see, and that's how you can, when you use the personalities in this way, when you think of things just in terms of personalities, all the styles, all the systems, everything just blends together, and you just think, you don't think to yourself, you know, what style am I doing? Okay, what technique am I doing? You're just thinking, what personality am I using? What makes the most sense in this situation? Okay. Now, a couple of personalities which I added were also the piercing, the ripping, right, and the hook. Okay, because hooking, you know, hook strikes are very useful in close quarters, right? So I added those to it. All right. So when you take the 5 elements and you add those to it, then it's especially you're covering everything. All right. So let's say I did a chop as a parry. I parry, I strike, and I claw. Parry, right? There's a strike. So chop, chop, rip, and smash and crush. Okay. You see, that's how you can break it down again. You see, but so what you want to do is take pen to paper, okay, or your phone or whatever, okay, and take some various personalities and just see what you come up with. Okay, this is very much you know, lab work. I mean, this stuff here, I didn't rehearse this. Okay, I just figured out, right? I'll just do whatever I feel like on any given day, right? I have some combos which I work on a regular basis, and I just make up combos each day and just work on them, and I add in defensive movements and head movement and whatever, and you know, whatever I feel like doing. But it's all done within the structure of the personalities. Okay, so anyway, that's your lesson, the 2 lessons on Xingyiquan and how you can use the personalities to structure how you fight. Okay, and you know, I just want to finish by saying, you know, don't get too identified with structured systems, structured styles, and things like that. Okay, learn to break free and just see things in terms of personalities. Okay, there is a tremendous amount of politics in the martial arts world. I don't know if some of you people realize just how bad it is. It's just ridiculous. I mean, the whole thing's pathetic. Okay, just look at what makes sense, what works. Never mind who says what. Okay, never mind that shit. Okay, just look at what makes sense. Look at what works. Look what works according to the situation, according to your personality, and according to the personalities of the strikes which you're trying to embody. Okay, remember, chopping, drilling, crushing, crush, crush. Okay, okay, explode. Okay, crossing, right? Crossing, right? And we've got rip, right? We've got pierce, rip, pierce, right? And then we also have the hook, okay? Okay? And there you go. Those are extra ones, but put them in there anyway, okay? All right, there you go. Any questions, as always, let me know. I hope you found this useful, okay? And see you guys soon. Okay?